I'm Sam. I'm a Māori. I just have to prove that I belong to you. And maybe you want to keep me around. Hi! Who are you?
There's a new kid in town, and he's really cool.
Tēnā kōrua, ko Bronco tōku ingoa. My guardian, o Papa Tuanaku, our OG mother. She puts up with a lot. Gotcha. Blinking disrespectful. When you're Māori, your mountain is your ancestor. They'd be so proud of me if I got to the top. You can be my Sherpa. Carry all my things, make it to the top first, and get no credit. Feel that? What? Power of my mountain.
She's gone to save her mountain, can save her life.
The closer I get, the stronger I get.
I reckon she needs us. We're gonna get you to the top, and you're gonna get better.
Stay sharp, otherwise I'm done for. Ja! Dad! Run. Wow.
You're not in any trouble, just want to make sure you're all right.
You're actually in a lot of trouble.
I'm gonna go right to that top. So you better start believing.
E te ti, e te tā, e te rau e te rau nau mai, piki mai, kake mai, ki te hōtaka nei e kia ana ko te ata hihiko pai tēnei tihate ki koutou. Wow! Ko te mea nui, a kua whai wā ki tēte I manu iri rongo nui, puta I te ao e wā mā. Tēnei wā ine he uri no te Atiawa, no Ngāti Mutunga, kua whai wā kia mātou ki te korimako, ki te kōrero e pāna ki tōna kiriata hau, ko The Mountain. I'm introducing to you today, and so famous, and I'm so fanboying right now. This is Rachel House. Morena te tohine.
Morena, darling.
Morena.
Thank you for this introduction.
I thought I'd wear my maunga today in celebration of The Mountain. I was trying to look for a better one, but I thought this one was quite cute because it has puanga and matariki and celebrates our maunga. Which
I would have worn my Ngāti Mutunga t-shirt, but I wore it all day yesterday, so I can't wear it this morning.
E te tuahine, e te māreikura, e te uri o te Atiawa, Ngāti Mutunga, okay, nau mai ki wanganui a tātou ki tāta hihiko, o te raki a mātou ki te korimako o Taranaki. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, babe. Thank you.
It's so fabulous.
It was, you know, it's been a real, you know, love project. It's taken up a lot of time in a beautiful way. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so proud of these kids and so proud to be world premiering in our beautiful part of the world. And yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. Now, Rachel House, Wano she is in Taranaki, as she mentioned, for the world premiere for her latest masterpiece, The Mountain. This is tonight, e te iwi right here in Ngā Motu, and we are rolling out the carpet for all you fine and fabulous people of Taranaki. It's been a long time coming, and I know you've been involved with so many different kaupapa throughout your extensive career. Talk to us a little bit about that history of what you've done, where you've been, before we crack on with the movie.
Oh my gosh, I'm so old. Where do I start? I don't know. 100 years ago, I became an actor, and I'm still doing it today. I don't know what else to tell you. But you know, a lot of people kind of go, oh, wow, it's your first time directing. It's not. I've been directing a really long time, particularly in theatre, directing commercials, short films, various things. So, you know, I'm not, I've never directed a feature film, but I kind of know what I'm doing. Also, I've, you know, being an acting coach for a lot of our brother Taika's work. So this all feels very, very familiar. There's nothing quite like working with tamariki. And these three beautiful tamariki, they're out the gate. They're so good. They're so cool. You know, they're so excited about tonight. None of them will tell me what they're wearing because it's a big reveal. Meanwhile, me, I'm just going to wear pajamas and sneakers, you know. But yeah, like Bev's got this suitcase dedicated to her outfit. Ruben's been all secretive. Ted's been all secretive. I think they're going to really strut their stuff tonight on the red carpet, babe. Get your cameras ready. I'll be like following them with my camera because it's just going to be just gorgeous. Red carpets are not my favorite thing in the world at all. Maybe one of my least favorite things to do. But, you know, when it's about three beautiful tamariki, it's a whole different story. Yeah.
And I mean, you've crossed many red carpets. Wild Rider comes to mind. Boy, Hunt for the Wilderpeople. Actually, I was just saying on air this morning to our listeners about Heartbreak High, and I was thinking to myself, is it appropriate for the morning? Yes, of course it's appropriate. We're celebrating our taranaki-tanga. We're celebrating our Ngāti Mutunga girl and our Te Atiawa girl right here on Te Korimaku. So,
I know, it's very racy. It's racy, right?
Yeah. It so is.
How old am I using that word racy? It's racy. But it is. It's quite racy. I loved it. I loved it.
I love it. I love your character.
Oh, thanks, babe. But the kōrero in that show about all the things that are beautifully changing and being talked about and evolving, you know, I'm so here for it. I love that show. Season 2 is about to come out in a couple of weeks. Sadly, I cannot be there for they've got a big, cool red carpet thingy as well, but I'll be working. But I love all those kids in that, and well, they're not kids, they're rangatahi, but they are amazing. All of the people, they're very, very nice people as well, which is nice.
You had a couple of films shown at the recent Kiriata here in Ngā Motu as well, and I spoke with Aroha Auro.
Oh yeah.
Aroha. Yes, and he couldn't, you know, he couldn't stop raving about you. I said, well, guess what? I need an interview with her. Sorry, and yeah, he basically set it up, and now we're here. And I'm talking to you on Te Korimaku. So now we're going to play the trailer for our audience to see what the whole buzz is, but I've been seeing the posters on the back of the buses and everything like that. There's so much excitement around the release of the film, which is coming out on the 28th of March, e hoa ma, and the premiere is being held tonight. Talk to us, what is the wakapapa of the mountain? Tell us what sort of ideas were flowing through you to come to this point.
Yeah, so it was, you know, it was a labor of love for Tom Furniss, who wrote the first script. It was about three little boys. I'm not sure what cultures they were. To me, I thought they were just three little Pākehā boys. And one of them was battling cancer. It's actually based on Tom's a childhood buddy of his. And this little kid, Ben, really wanted to conquer a mountain. I realized really quickly that I didn't quite know where we were when I was reading the script. And that's one of the first things I said to the Piki producers, who approached me to be involved in the project. You know, I said I'd really like to bring it really into this country. And I suppose it was such a gift, really, because, you know, Tom hadn't named the maunga, and therefore there was, I realized there was a sort of lack of understanding of how maunga are viewed by us. And so as soon as I made it our maunga, Taranaki, everything just fell into place. You know, Bronco in particular, I completely rewrote Bronco, and I, yeah, just everything really evolved around Taranaki. So that was really cool. And, you know, I'm very grateful to Tom for allowing me to do that, and you know, really allowing me to infuse his original story with us, with Māori, with tangata whenua. So that was cool.
Honestly, I think just from the trailer, and that's the only teasers that we've been able to see, is you can tell in those characters that it was meant to be. They fit the description, you know, of that whole adventure, the funny aspects of it. Of course, there are major and serious kōrero within the movie as well. Talk to us about that and sort of what you want the audience to take away from The Mountain.
So I sort of think that, you know, in Tom's original script, he really wanted to pay tribute to the bravery of his mate who was battling cancer, and really felt that if this little character that Tom had created, if he connected with this mountain, it would, you know, heal him. So I've really retained that, but what I've added to it is, you know, not all of us have been fortunate enough to be raised in Te Ao Māori, and I really wanted to speak to that. I wanted to speak to, you know, a lot of people who have gone through that and how much that means to connect. So little Ben, this little kid that Tom created, became Samantha, and she became a kōrero Māori, and you know, who really, really wanted to connect with her identity. So for me, this film is, you know, a lot about that. It's about being really, really proud to be Māori, and wanting to meet one of her, you know, extraordinary old ancestors who knows everything. The moment, yeah.
No, it's fantastic. And honestly, I must have watched the trailer a good 5 or 6 times. Not because I was preparing for the interview, but because it's so funny. The balloons, it's about, you know, giving those little snippets for people to like really want to go and watch it. And we still don't know what the balloons are for, why the balloons are there. But I guess we'll all find out once we get into the
yeah, very important. The balloons have their own story arc, darling. And you will find all of that out when you see the film tonight. Yeah,
that's amazing. Sort of what was the process around getting these 3? How did you find these 3 amazing stars? I know their futures are looking absolutely bright, and I think of Hunt for the Wilderpeople, I think of Boy, and the things that our young Māori have gone on to do in their careers. How did you find them, and what can we expect for their futures?
Like thousands of auditions. You know, it was also a lot of the auditions occurred during COVID, so that was really interesting. We weren't often able to go out around the country and audition people. Most of the time we had to get Facebook auditions or video auditions from people. We literally watched thousands over the course of about 2 years, and unfortunately, the first time we tried to do this film, we were shut down because of COVID and the lockdown. But to me, it was all meant to be, and we've ended up with these 3 little beauties. Yeah, just so nice. But yeah, just videos. Literally, people were sending in videos of themselves, and you know, we had a short list of lots of kids. But yeah, these 3 just kept standing out.
I think really appropriate that the main character as well is from Taranaki. So that's like really touching my heart.
I know. I joke that that's the only reason she got cast. It's not. I didn't even know she was from Taranaki. Like, she came in. First of all, I saw her audition on video, and I went, wow, I think that's the one. And then we auditioned her in the flesh. And she stayed there all day. She stayed at the audition all day. We just hung out all day. I was just falling in love with her. And then at the very end, she goes, I think I'm from Taranaki. I went, what? And we both, Ngāti Mutunga, the Atiawa. She's got other iwi as well. But that was, you know, it's just one of the many occurrences that happened during the process of making this film that's been so special, you know. So yeah, originally as well, I before we got to film it, I'd cast this little boy previously who was Ngāti Kahungunu, and I made his character Ngāti Kahungunu in the script, and then we got shut down, couldn't film it. A year went by, and then little Terence Daniels walks in, and he was Ngāti Kahungunu, and he was absolutely right for the role. Also, Ruben, who's from here, you know, and Sukina. I mean, it's just, there's been some very, very cool tohu, you know, with this film. So yeah, it's been very special.
That's exactly what Taranaki does, and every morning he's a constant reminder to us to reach for the stars. If you're ever going to bow your head, let it be to a lofty mountain. And I guess that's what a film like this represents. It's about overcoming those obstacles in lives. We all get dealt a few shitty hands in life, but when you get a character like Sam, and you know, that healing process that she's going through to discover who she is and find out who her mountain, and you know, heal me, otherwise get rid of me, pretty much. You know, it's just an amazing way of portraying such a heavy story and bringing light to a kaupapa that is near and dear to many of our hearts, which is cancer.
Kia ora. Kia ora ihoa.
I wish you all the best for this evening. We've got the kids coming in just in about 15 minutes. We're setting up a young interview. Yeah,
It's
so so excited. And I was going to ask you.
Interviews. I love all these interviews. Yeah, they're really good at it. They're so much better than me.
I was actually going to ask them what are they going to wear tonight too. So I'm going to see if I can.
Because they'll spill, and then it won't be a reveal anymore. Because they're very excited to tell. I think very excited.
All the best. Congratulations once again. Thank you for finding some time to speak with us here at Te Korimako. We will definitely see you later on tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, darling.
Ka nui te mihi.